The sponsor of today's podcast is our company, Magnetic Couples Bracelets, that allow us to record this madness called What is Life? Podcast by Martina and Tomash.
Thank you, Magnetic Couples Bracelets.
Yeah, and also it reminds us to stay connected no matter what we judge about each other during the podcast itself.
I think I have a sand on my magnet.
When one of us is speaking in labyrinth style and the other one is speaking in organized, neat hotel rooms on a straight corridor. I want to start with the story
Which story?
of today morning that we woke up at 5:20.
Do you start with that story? We will never get to the actual thing. But okay.
Today we woke up 5:20 because we wanted to record this podcast on a beach during the sunrise. Didn't happen. It's 12.
No, it's not. 11-ish.
11:05 and we just started recording now. It was just not possible because the moment we got home and it was time to record, I found email from this company and they sent like an email that my podcast is doing really well, blah blah blah, and that is like a 9th most popular podcast in Czech Republic. Like, we're in Vietnam, we're Slovak, we speak in English. I don't know why it's Czech Republic, but whatever. Even if it was scam, I was like, look, baby. And he's like, well, 9th? Out of how many? I'm like, out of 9, okay?
That's how it felt, to be honest. No, actually, it felt like out of 10, to be honest. I'm just surprised that they listened to it. But I believe they listened to it. I'm just surprised.
Yeah. And also, I checked with ChatGPT, and there's around 175 podcasts in Czech Republic in the personal...
So now you said that when you have already 5 episodes or 4, then you are in top 10%. So out of those 175 podcasts, just 17 or 18 has more than 4 episodes. So then it makes sense. But you know what's funny? I checked the stats and it says that only 2 people from Czech Republic listen to our podcast. So how is it possible?
Doesn't make sense.
So if 1 listened, you are on number 50. If 2 listened, you are already 9.
And this is
if we have 1 more listener from Czech Republic, then we're going to be maybe in top 3.
Hi, Peppo. No, I just wanted to say, like, see, this is the thing. Like, things don't matter. It doesn't matter what makes you, what creates the fight, the resistance, the trigger. It doesn't matter. I told you, right, at the end of the fight. It doesn't matter what caused it, because it's always about what's underneath. You know, these are, like, whether it's an email about your podcast, whether it's how your boyfriend left the dirty socks next to your head on a pillow, whether it's your dog, you know, whether he doesn't want to pick up the poop after your dog. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just like for entertainment, but it will always hit the spot where it's supposed to. Yeah. So today it was a podcast. Tomorrow it can be fucking, I don't know.
And I think in the end of the day, it's again about the acceptance that we had the podcast the last time. I mean, not last time, but whatever number.
In the 6th episode.
So yeah, so it's again about that, because if you think about it, like, if you just accepted that I just see the podcast or email or whatever, however I see that, you would be okay. And then if I accepted that you see me as somebody... Yes, exactly. But can you translate it to English so people actually understand?
Negative Nancy.
Okay, I don't understand that, but people does, so that's important.
Joke. It's like an inside term.
So if I accepted that you see me like that, then again, like, everybody would be okay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh,
so
what the
it-
hell, he's negative,
so
and I'm
again-
gonna prove. No, I'm not gonna prove anything, but like whatever he says, I know what I'm doing, and I know that I love it, and I know that it's my dream come true. And you would be like,
I would even go one step closer and be like, it's okay, he's like that. I still love him. You know?
yeah,
Can we continue about our story that we started like a 15 episodes ago, and then yeah, so
yes,
the
so
last
the
thing
money
that
was good, so we
Yes.
were like, I was like,
So
let's
the next
go.
thing was like, yeah, to fulfill our dream, which was to go to live
Yeah.
to the place where it's warm, right?
For you, it was after 7 years.
For me, it was, yeah, I guess. I mean, it was probably even more. Like 7 years, I would say, intentionally working on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to do that even before.
Mm-hmm.
And for you?
For me, I lived in the hottest place on earth, which is Dubai, for 6
Yeah, but-
years already, and then I came home. But for me, for me, it was basically the love for Asia, which we started in 2015, but mostly in 2018. My birthday, I spent in Thailand, and it was very magical because I did like a mushroom shake, and again, I know that you have problem with me inserting story.
Come on, I'm telling you, then it has hour and a half. But insert. I don't care, Camo. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm inserting a derail. So I had a mushroom drink, the magic mushrooms,
Mhm.
for the first time. And it alters your perception of life and nature. And when I did that trip, I felt such a connection to everything, to the palm trees, to the land itself, to the sky, to the ocean, and it really left to the people. I was staring at this band practicing on the street behind the glass, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, hi, and I was like, good job, and I was like, they know I'm high, and they're like, we know you're high, and I'm like, happy birthday to me. And then I spoke to this girl from Bangkok, she just moved there. Anyways, so it really left a deep love for that place in me. And when you combine that, as you
Strong trip.
What?
Strong trip.
When you combine it with my love for nature, and me living in Dubai, which is opposite of nature. It's a man-made sand pit where they play bird sounds from the speakers, right? And I was appreciating the 3 days out of the year with blue sky. So I was really missing this natural life and this just nature. It was just always, I didn't understand why, but I just always loved it. And when you combine these 2 points, for me, it was like, yeah. And the third point was that I knew I would move to Asia. Like, I saw it in my vision, as I mentioned in the previous episodes. I knew I would have my partner. I knew we would have, our business, and we would just live freely. So it was just this natural step that is like almost this vision was kind of taking taking form, step by step. Not knowing, not pushing it. I was not pushing it. I was not making it happen, but it formed itself. So that's why, for me, it was very natural step to go to Bali. That's what we anyway spoke about in Croatia.
It wasn't natural that it was Bali, right? It was natural that we want to go somewhere to warm country where we can be near the ocean. But then, we had to figure it out that we want to go to Bali. And for me, I heard about Bali, but I always wanted to go to Central South America. So for me, that was also in play. But then, since it was in the middle of Corona and we had no idea what's gonna happen in the world and how it is actually in that country, not whatever AI tells you, And we had a friend in Bali, so that's why. I mean, I had a friend in Bali.
Yeah.
He told us what's the situation and everything, and that's why, for me, it felt like a safe place to go because I understood what to expect there from this, pandemic, whatever situation kind of.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
But we were between Costa Rica actually and Bali, if you remember. You actually don't remember, but we even sent email to the Costa Rica, a tourist board or something, and we asked, they never replied. So for us, it was just clear go. And I think I want to mention also, there's many ways how you can go about decisions, but one that I like is that it's the path of least resistance, which means that let's say if we wanted to go to Costa Rica, it would be so hard and we would have to figure out, and it just looked like there's a lot of road bumps. And then for the Bali, it was kind of like easy, right? And there is like a speculation what like, yeah, resistance is a green light or the path of least resistance. You have to kind of like feel into it. But for me, so far, really what's easy and what's kind of full body fuck yes, or like what's just like the path of least resistance, what is more natural, that usually has proven that is the right path. So for us, that was Bali because we had someone there. It was easy, and kind of was pointing us there.
Yeah, but still, like I think I mentioned it that it wasn't really easy for me because I felt that the business is really new and that it didn't really felt safe financially for me, you know.
Yeah.
Especially because it was pandemic and I didn't know whether we can leave and like if we're gonna be stuck there, or like what's gonna happen. So it was like a little bit challenging for me to leave, and it was really fast. It happened really fast because we started working on the business September, then we worked October, and then November we already made some money, and December we already are like, okay, we're going. Because first 3 months, let's say we were working on it almost every day. We were sitting on the computer as much as we could.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was basically whole days. We just went out for food or not even for food, with the dog, actually, not for food, with the dog. And then we were like meeting our parents and stuff. Since it was Corona, there was nothing to do. So we were on a computer most of our days. And so it went really fast, right?
Yeah, because we were handling
really fast.
also
And
emails.
it's just like boom, and suddenly like we go.
Yeah.
And then what happened when we got the ticket and everything?
So I want to say something. I want to say about my Dubai thing. It's so hard. Okay, well, this is the drill.
What is so hard? I don't understand.
Just I can hear your thoughts, how this is stupid,
you
and it has
cannot hear
nothing
my
to do
thoughts
with
because
anything.
that's not truth.
So I hear my thoughts.
Well,
I also want to mention something magical that happened. It was really weird, but really powerful, and you're going to know why. So I was still working for my company in Dubai, Engage Me event agency, and I was a supervisor, and my client was McDonald's, Mercedes, and slowly things were opening up in Dubai in December. I think around 20th December, a huge event started for me. In every Emirate, I had like 5 or 6 girls in the showrooms, and it's called a service week, where they just like, they take details of the car owners and blah, blah, blah. It was a huge deal. And I decided that I'm going to go there for like 1 week or 2, and then I come back and we go to Bali. And I started to buy flight ticket on Emirates, but you needed at that point like a confirmation from for Corona that something, and I wasn't able to get the document based on my visa number. So I messaged the like the Ministry of not Interior, but like Ministry of the Visa stuff in Dubai. Like it's not possible for me to do it, and they replied that there are 2 cases against me opened in Dubai. I hope some lawyers listening to this and they will solve it for me. That's what would happen. That's what would happen in Netflix movie. But honestly, like they said, I have 2 cases, and if I go back to the airport, I will go straight to the airport jail, and I would have to stay in the jail until it solves. And I'm like, what? Dude. So like imagine there would be no Corona. It was about like some visa. I had a company with somebody who did this, and they hired someone illegally, because you cannot just hire someone under your company if they're not actually doing the work. He did it behind my back because I gave him like the general power of attorney. And so yeah, it was just a mess, and I just felt so protected at that point. I felt like, thank you, Corona. Not only thanks to you, I met this guy. Not only we had all the time in the world to build our dreams from nothing, basically, but also I was protected that I didn't end up in a jail. And it was just so powerful for me moment, because I'm innocent, and I still cannot go to Dubai, unfortunately, because I don't know. I even hired lawyer, but he was not able to figure it out. I don't know. I lost so much money at that point, but it's okay. So I was so protected that, all this could have been over, imagine. But actually, thank God, nothing happened. And I didn't go. I still kept working for the company for like a year. So for me, I felt really safe circling back to your room, entering your hotel room. After this happened, we bought flight ticket for January 7th, I believe. And we were like, okay, we still have time. We got like 3 weeks, to get there. So we started to like plan things, and we went for Christmas to our parents. And then the day with the big D arrived. It was around like 28th December when the friend of the friend, Jamie, messaged you randomly on Facebook.
Not randomly, intentionally.
Intentionally on Facebook. And he's like, guys, Bali is closing up. They will close it on the midnight of the New Year's Eve. You have to get here as soon as possible. And we're like, what? The movie in Home Alone where it's like, everybody's like, oh, we fell asleep. No, we overslept. Everybody's running around. That's what happened to us in a one-bedroom apartment. And we had to, in 24 hours, pack the whole apartment, move out, get everything set up in Bali, get flight tickets, and then pack everything, give it to our friends, move out, and then go there and get all the tests. Ooh, it was really like a test of our teamwork together under stress. And I'm really proud of us because we did it. And that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning of all the fuckness. Did you get back?
Yeah, I don't think it was that dramatic. Yeah, we had to do all of this, but we did it with ease. Just we packed, we moved out, we took things to our moms, and we went. like it wasn't like in Samdoma where they were actually running.
Home Alone, you mean?
Home Alone, sorry. When they were actually running and just like they were late already when they woke up. No, we had a day and it was a little bit unexpected. I mean, it was really unexpected, but I think it was with ease. I think we made it really nice.
And thank God, these kind of two people who have this kind of different experience of the very same moment and, situation married each other.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. And it was just the beginning. So we packed and we went. And our friend Matusz, he drove us to Vienna airport. And that's when another absolutely incredible test from the universe happened. And this was a huge one. For me, it was dramatic and you froze. So if you say, it was okay, we just
No, that was not okay. But I froze because it wasn't drama. It was
No, it
more
wasn't
like,
drama.
It was hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
was hard for me because in the past, I used to like really have a lot, I would say, anger or like not solve things against the systems on how they work, on how they doesn't work.
Yeah.
So maybe you can say what happened there and then I can say what I meant.
This was huge because it tested many of our beliefs and emotional resilience at that moment as well. Just like this whole podcast is doing and every day for the last 6 years in this relationship. So basically we went there and they told us at the check-in.
They said that you cannot transfer in Singapore airport, that it's closed for transfers.
Yes.
So you can go to Singapore, but you cannot transfer to another flight.
So Singapore airport closed. So they gave us 2 options. Either.
They actually gave us one option.
Well, the other one was not to go.
Yeah, but they never said that.
So they told us the only way we can get to Bali, and we had 5 minutes for deciding that if we want to go this way, is to pay another 3,200 euro on top of the 1,200 or 1,300 flights, flights, which we already had to rebook, remember? Because they closed the Bali, so we had to rebook it from January 7th to January 30th or 31st. And they told us you have to pay another 3,200 euro. What?
Are you even?
I'm there,
understand
dude.
What
I'm
she's
there.
saying?
Yeah. So you have to pay extra to get another flight through, I don't know, Qatar, so that you can get there. And you have 5 minutes to decide. Go.
You're making it so dramatic.
But I'm a storyteller. That's why I have podcast, dude.
Okay.
So, this is what happened. Now, picture this. Airport, people trying to escape Europe. You know, everybody's like, oh my God, traveling is so hard right now, but we're going to make it. And then us too. Yeah? We have 5 minutes.
Everybody was actually with the mask,
Yeah.
standing like this.
Yeah.
And when somebody went around, they'd be like moving a little bit further away.
And the
literally
time is ticking.
Emotionless, the entire airport.
Except of these two guys. So the time is ticking, right? We have 5 minutes. They're going to close the boarding. And now I'm like, okay, baby, what we're going to do? We sit down on the outside of this queue. This guy, you can say no.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying about the systems.
Yes.
Like it was really hard for me, not only in this scenario, but also even in the past, that when you got to the position where unless you have millions of dollars, you can just go fuck yourself, right? Like literally, if we wouldn't have those money at that point, like we would just go home. Yeah, we were lucky. That's amazing. But this is what I had hard time with dealing. You know, accepting that this is how system works.
That's where your resistance comes from.
Yes, it was a huge one. Like they said that, I was like, no, fuck that shit. Like you guys do this kind of thing, like you sold us a flight in somewhere, like now figure it out, like give us other flight. Why would I pay
Qatar Airways
5 times more, not 5 times,
no
10 times what the original flight ticket cost us? Like we had to already rebook one, which we paid double than the original flight cost, and they want another 4 times or whatever it was. So
it was crazy.
So actually, like first flight ticket we had to Bali was $500, and then we had to pay over $5,000 in the end of the day on the airport together combined. For me, it was really hard. I was like, no, like fuck this shit. Like I'm not paying for this. Like this is like your problem. Like you cancel that. Like it's like why should I be the one who's paying for that? And I froze. If I had more time to decide, obviously I would knew that okay, I can only pay. There's not any other reason, any other option. Sorry, but like since it was just 5 minutes, I was just sitting there and I was just processing what just happened, you know.
And that's when Martina comes in.
Yeah.
And Martina's like, oh yeah, fuck it, let's do it, right? Yeah. That's why I created also a community called Fuck It Club, but I'll talk about it later. Anyways, these kind of moments were the ones where usually my aliveness and decision making and problem solving and like aliveness came online, and I started to take decisions. This has been like a pattern in the last 6 years. And this moment, it happened that I was like, baby, listen, we made great money. What else are we making money for? What else are we doing this than to buy off the freedom that we so badly want to create together as a team, right? And I was like, let's just fucking do it. What else do you want to save it for? We either do this or we stay here until I don't know when. Eventually, Bali opened, right? After like some months.
But who knew before?
You don't know what future brings. Yeah, you don't know.
Could take a year.
It was either a risk and paying money and whatever, seeing what happens and taking the leap of faith, or staying in the known, staying in the, Slovakia and not acting on our dream, no matter what it takes. And I was like, baby, this is it. And so I went to the counter. I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. I was like, you sit there. I'm going to take care of it. And I went and I did it.
But then actually the person in the counter, like he was really sweating, and he was really, because he said that we have 5 minutes and we came like 4:55.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we like, okay, we are doing it. And then they started really sweating because they needed to make it happen for us. And
we surprised
but
everyone.
At that point, we were chilled. We were like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, already the decision was made.
I remember the guy was literally sweating.
I remember his face.
Like, really needed to make it fast happen because something was closing somewhere, somehow, I don't know.
And I just want to mention, this has been the pattern of my life. Under pressure, I would perform really well. But if everything was relaxed, that's when I would start to be like, oh my God, what's happening? I always felt safe in these extreme situations, safer than in just normal, calm, peaceful thing. And this is what has been also part of our 6-year story, that when things would calm down, settle down, I would be like, what's wrong? But in these kind of extreme situations, when I have to really like gather all the adrenaline, cortisol, and just like focus, that's when I would thrive. Like when you organize events or when you just go somewhere alone, you have to be really focused, really aware. That's when where I would thrive. Yeah, so this is what happened. And we said yes, and we paid. And we came to Bali, and we made it. We fucking made it. So imagine what prepared us. Like, it was such a journey until this point. We were ready. And this is also another thing. You always have everything you need. You always have everything you need. And it's up to you to like see it and understand that what else are we making money for than just feeling like being able to make decisions that support the direction we want to go. I don't know. It was just like, I really enjoyed it. I love to talk about this story because it was nice. We made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we came to Jakarta and we had to stay 5 days in a quarantine. That was another test for these relationships. But actually it wasn't, because we were already together 24/7. We spent New Year's Eve in a fucking hotel in Jakarta. We, however, got amazing room on the top of the, hotel, and we saw and overlooked the whole city, and we saw all the fireworks happening at the midnight of, this was 2020, right? Going to 2021. And we were getting 1 hour before that. We were the last flight landing, there. That was actually allowed to go to Indonesia, Jakarta. And also we were drinking rum at this huge ballroom hall, and they were testing us, and all of this for the corona stuff. So it was really messy, and it was really like, just like the whole thing that we are talking to you about, the whole story is just full of these kind of moments. And I don't know if it's just me that sees it so, I just see it like life, and I see it like my life is just so amazing, and it has so many situations that maybe someone would be like, well, yeah, we have to fucking be in a quarantine. But I think my point of view on it, like, it's like a movie. Like, life is a fucking movie, and I think you can only see it after it happens, looking back, once you really accept it, make peace with it, and then you can talk about it, because you connect the dots and you make it mean something that works for you, because that's how I think is the supportive way, how you can support yourself, see things, look at them. Okay, what did I learn? What was it good for? And for me, this was great because it tested us in a very beginning, 6 months into the relationship, it tested us and our resilience, our teamwork, and I think we did pretty well. All of these tests, like, it was so bumpy to get to Bali, but once we got there, everything went to shit again. And we will talk about that in another episode. How are you?
I'm listening to you.
I'm giving you space now.
Thank you.
How was it for you, the arrival to Jakarta?
It was a cultural shock, that's for sure, because the hotel was extremely dirty for the price that we paid. But I remember that it was super humid and it was amazing. When we went outside from the airport, it was like, wow, suddenly you could feel that we are in tropic country and all the greenery and everything. That was amazing for me. And then also the food in the hotel was just horrible. So the whole experience in Jakarta was, it was okay, but like, I didn't care that it's happening, because I was happy that we are there, and I was happy that we gonna be in Bali in a couple of days, and then we bought the ticket, and then we got to Bali, and then it was amazing there.
So now we covered another month, and we met your room and my labyrinth derailing, just like magnets. So his absolutely different experience of life is meeting my absolutely different experience of life, and they meet in the middle, and they create absolutely powerful team, unshakable bond and connection and love, foundation for everything that we have built and keep building together, while reminding us that we were meant to meet and we are together, and the magnetic connection between us is stronger than any stories, resistance, judgment, dramatic storytelling, and all the other things. This will be an ad. All the other things that can really make you feel like, oh no, actually, oh sorry, we don't belong together. But actually we do! Oh yeah. What are you living with? Your favorite question.
What are you living with?
You always ask this, by the way. I'm living with loving this process, loving to make podcast, and it's really challenging, and that's what pushes me to the edge outside of my comfort zone, and that's where growth happens, which life is about growth for me. I love to be pushed to my edges, and when I actually rest after and I balance it out, that's what makes life worth living, and that's what makes what is life worth recording. For you?
Honestly, I feel like that maybe next one I will not record with you.
Okay. And that was, dear listeners, why?
Because I feel like I can't find my space in it.
We'll fight for it.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight for my space in something where I feel like I don't have
Nobody
space.
can take your space away.
Yeah.
You are.
But this is your thing. It goes
is
as
my
you
thing.
want. We speak about what you want. We go where you want to go.
So should I? So okay. Again, the same fucking shit.
What?
So I have to put
You
here
don't have
with
to
the
do
big
anything.
letters.
You don't have to do
Ask
anything.
him how it went for him.
You don't have to do anything, baby. You don't
I
have
know,
to
but
do
I
anything.
want to. Okay, and it's not because I can't do this alone like in the past. It's because I enjoy it with you.
But why do you enjoy with me? I feel like that when I say something, you don't really like that.
Because
and
you judge it.
Just by me.
You judge me.
Yeah, whatever I do. The point is that if I say something, you don't really like it, and then I feel like I'm restricting you.
Yes, and also, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like I am not liking, based on what you said right now? You said you feel like I don't like what you share.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like I don't like every single thing you say, or only when I feel judged and when you are laughing at me and my way of speaking?
Not everything.
Okay, that's a good information for us, because I love what you talk about. I love when you say your perspective. What I forget, because I'm a talker and I'm very big energy in the room and I'm very like go, 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 is that yes, there are two ways I can do it. I can either record alone next time, or because I love you and because I want this to be what it is that I go through my lesson and I'm learning. And I ask you for the 10th time in the last month, don't give up on me. Just like with our 35-kilo dog, when I couldn't pick her up the first time, he was like, that's it, we're not going to do this. I was like, dude, don't give up. I have to learn how to deadlift my heavy dog. And then now, 10 times, I've done it 20 times, it's so easy. And I told him, thank you for not giving up. Never give up on your partner. They're getting it right. They're learning. And if they are willing to learn something, maybe they're not good at it, give them that space. Give them that opportunity. And I ask you, can you give me the opportunity to next time remind myself to ask you after every share and every part, every space that I take, to offer you the space? Are you willing to actually learn this, to do it together, or not? Because if not, okay, I respect that. But if yes, then I invite you to do it.
So in your mind, me not recording the next one means not recording with you ever?
Yeah.
But that's not what I said.
Okay. It's really hard for me to hear this, because it's always like, if I feel like if I don't do things the way you like, you take it away from me from some time, and I see it as punishment, and it's really powerful for me. It's like,
but
it's really hard.
This is not about you not doing things the way I like. This is about me feeling that I don't belong. And
that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
It's your story.
Yes.
And it's your feeling.
Yes.
And it's not true.
And it's okay. I'm 100% okay with that. You know what I enjoy? I enjoy when we talk. But I feel like that we don't talk. I feel like that you speak and then I say something here and there, but like I feel like that this is your monologue. The whole thing is you speaking. And
true.
I don't enjoy. This is how I perceive it. It doesn't have to be true for you, and I'm not trying to persuade you and change your mind and your opinion on what is truth or not. But I'm telling you how I feel, and you can listen to it and you can see yourself.
I'm fine with how it is, and I don't judge it as wrong or bad or anything.
I'm also not judging it as wrong as bad. I'm just saying that I feel like I don't have space here. And I feel like that you like it like this. I feel like that you like to like jump into this and that and this and here.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you need?
I want to have a conversation. We had conversation for first 5 minutes or 7. We had a conversation.
How am I supposed to do podcast if I can't say my part of the fucking
Laska.
experience?
Laska.
Isn't that what we are here for? I share my point of view, and then you are like, okay, are you done? Now I'm gonna go. Why can't you do that? Why what is so hard?
And why?
It is implied. It is part of this. I don't have to invite you. Please tell us. Dude, you are here to be you.
You keep saying, Ako, why and what and all of these questions, and it's very simple answer. You can do everything what you do. You don't need to change anything. But same as I am allowing you to jump, to be dramatic, to be here, to be that, to speak this, to do that, to do everything that you do, and I'm not trying to change that, at least I'm not trying to change that, then please allow me to say and feel that I don't belong, I feel like that it's your monologue, and I feel like I don't have a space in here. Can you allow me to be there? Can you let me be?
But then I feel like a bad person.
Well, then I'm sorry about that, but that's not what I am communicating to you. I'm not saying you are a bad person. And if you feel that, then feel that. But it's like it's not me telling you you are a bad person, and that's why I'm leaving you.
Why can't we both figure out these things?
And we can.
While we do it.
And we can.
But you said you will not be there.
But Laska, you wanna, like, every time I tell you something, you're like, no, this is my podcast, can say whatever I want. Then how do you want to figure out things when you are like a dictator? And again, for me, it's okay. I don't mind that. It's perfect. You want to have it like this, have it like this. I support you. I love you. But please, if I say that I don't want to be in the next episode, just allow me and respect that.
Be in the next
episode. It is a reason why I don't want to do that. Maybe you will record the episode yourself. You'll be so excited and so happy about it. You will never want to do it with me again, because you will actually see that I don't have space there, which I feel like I don't. And it's okay that it's like that. But I'm just saying, this is how I feel. Like, it just doesn't work for me.
Okay. Don't be in the next episode. This is who I am, and I'm learning. And if you're not willing to learn with me,
you are clearly enjoying it the way it is, and I don't want to be destroying that for you.
But isn't it true that in the past episodes it was the same way, and you were like, it's challenging, but I'm rolling with it, and it makes me uncomfortable, but I still want to record next one, and I still, for some weird fucking twisted reason, enjoy it?
Yeah, and every day and every moment and every second, and this is a proof of it, we are a new person, we are a new people. Every experience gives us something new. Same as you were regretting being vegan, and then you don't regret it anymore. And in the between of these two things, something happened, and boom, and it switched. Same for me.
Okay, well, now you activated my fear of being rejected, and you just, in my eyes, rejected this whole thing. So thank you so much for watching. And I feel like shit. Okay.
But I love you very much.
I don't like this. No, you can't do this.
What?
You can't do all of this and then say I love you.
I literally read an email today that you wrote that when is the worst, what helped us is hack. And now suddenly I can do this. You know what I can do? I can bend you over my knee and just...
Or we can do this, everybody can do this. Do this. Oh, even they were resisting.
It's because there is full of sand.
It's really hard, and especially, I don't want to excuse, but I'm gonna put excuse like before my period. Like, it's really intense. You know, these things intensify. Normally, those magical 5 days of a month, I can be like, but then this time comes and it really tests my thing. Are you saying you enjoyed this conversation more?
Yes, because we are having conversation, which I'm part of. Otherwise, I just sit here and I'm like a fucking idiot who's waiting and just trying to like understand and trying to like...
So then how? You are a business coach. How do you think
I am not a business coach. Can you remove that from your memory, like ChatGPT, and not to put it back anymore?
Okay, wait. Okay. You're a projector. And you see from mess, you can simplify it. You
Yes.
can analyze it and you can make it simpler than it is.
Yes.
So what would you recommend Peter and Jessica if they are trying to have podcast together, but if they have topic, it feels like monologue because Jessica is like so talkative and she wants to really speak because she made that podcast. But Peter is like, well, but I enjoy when we have conversation or fight or something. But that's when the topic cannot be there. Are we going to talk about the airport situation like this? No. We're going to talk about present moment and what's happening between us like this. This is what we do all day. So what would you tell them? Are you going? Should they separate it, or what? How can this be organized into a neat pile of organized poop?
Well, I think I would do exactly what I'm doing. I would let her to do that because she wants to do it like this, and that's it. And he doesn't feel like he's part of it, so I would let him just not be part of it.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out, guys. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. And I just made the fan mail on Apple Podcast available. So you can actually let us know through that option. When you finish listening now, go there and send us, this is your homework for today, send us a fan mail about if you listen to it and if this is something you actually want to listen to. Whatever. This is life. Again, I'm going to close this. This is life, guys. This is real fucking life. No censorship. No pretending. No playing it nice. And how would you like? Yeah, that would be a proper podcast like everybody else is doing. But I would never start if I was trying and waiting for that moment, how they do it. So this is how it's done, and it's good enough. And I'm going to post it and be happy about it. I love the process. Who am I to judge? Only God can judge me. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.